Welcome to today's Pray, the podcast with the mostest.
But we don't have a hostess. We saved that for Chili's.
We got two of them, me and you.
No, we're not the hostess.
We're the hostesses.
No. We're like an air hostess in the 60s. You're so beautiful.
We the hostesses with the mostest biz.
You are like a part-time model.
How to manipulate anyone.
Well,
But you should probably keep your normal job. Part-time model.
where we left off on the podcast, you were getting ready to finish doing the podcast, going home, packing your bags, and going to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell
That night,
Do you want to tell the podcasters why you were going to Arizona?
I was going to go there to get engaged.
To surprise your girlfriend.
To surprise her to get engaged.
So after we finished the podcast last week and you went and did that, I want to
Literally 3 hours later.
I want to hear everything. Start at the beginning and end when you got back in Morgantown.
Okay, so I ended the podcast here. We cleaned up. I went home. I packed my little bag with New Balance running shorts, a t-shirt, some white socks,
Would you please leave my testicles alone?
a hoodie, and my little bathroom bag. It had my toothbrush, antiperspirant, toothpaste,
I just want to party.
and a comb for no reason because I just wondered if I was going to need a comb for any reason. I just brought one.
You're a barber. You always have combs on you.
Yeah, I've always got that comb on me.
Right.
And so I couldn't sleep because I was like excited. I was like worked up over the flight. So I went to bed at 1 and I woke up at 2:30
Jeez.
and I just went, I was like, well, let's go. I mean, I set my alarm for that because I was afraid to miss my flight because I didn't know. I knew it was going to be easier than I understand that my fear of the travel is out of whack. Like, but I would rather just be there early and then that's it. It doesn't bother anyone else. So I just said, I'm going to get there as early as I need to for my brain. Because I said, well, what if I fuck something up? Or what if there's no parking spaces?
Hey,
What if there's no parking spaces at the airport?
it's okay to travel however you want to travel. Guess who it affected?
Me.
Nobody but you.
Yeah, it affected me. So basically, I woke up 2:30. My flight was at
When you travel alone,
7:25.
when you travel alone, you could do it however you want.
So I eventually get inside 4:30, wait around, obviously, because I'm there 3 hours early.
She grabbed my hairy business.
And then we fly out. I get to Phoenix. I wait for my rental car for an hour and a half because for some reason, budget, whenever you get it with them, they say, hey, it doesn't matter if you pre-did everything online and gave us your card information and everything that you could possibly give us. We still want to talk to you about it.
Right.
So I had to wait in line to say I have one reserved. And they said, oh, cool. And they gave me the thing.
Yeah.
Which is fucking stupid. Why should I wait in line if I did everything online?
Right.
You don't need any more information from me.
Yeah.
Just give me the car.
Yeah.
So did that. Finally started on my way. The charger, I needed to charge my phone. It was at 50%. I had USB chargers, not USB-C chargers, so I couldn't charge it. I didn't have enough time to even stop to try to look. I didn't want to use my phone for anything besides the GPS. Got there. Eventually, I got there driving through Navajo Nation. I saw the entire state of Arizona in 4 hours. I really did. That's actually true.
Well, it's pretty impressive.
I saw every part of what Arizona has. I saw the cactuses. I saw the rolling hills. I saw the pines where elk live. And then I went back down the other side. I saw where it starts turning into red desert and red cliffs and sand.
I have a question about Navajos.
Uh-huh.
Is it racist to say they're not Navajos, they're Navajors? Making a play on the Navajo tribe name?
I would say that they wouldn't be super happy about it, but I'm sure there's at least 2 Navajo teenagers that have called a girl a Navajo.
Yeah.
In the
that's
reservation.
got to be because that's too close. I just thought of that on the spot, and I just heard about the word Navajo.
It's probably
recently.
played out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like that was a cool thing.
Yeah, back in the 80s maybe or 90s.
Yeah.
But now
probably when AIDS was a thing.
They probably make up crazier names now, like Nava fucking skank ass bitch. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask that.
Yeah.
Go
so
ahead.
then I saw where the Navajo people they love having roadside stands along this one road that goes to the Grand Canyon. So they sell their pottery and jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
They have giant dream catchers on the side of the road that are the size of, they're like 10 by 10 dream catchers.
Damn. That's really going to catch a big dream.
Yeah.
I hope they don't go by Tom Brady.
How to manipulate anyone.
He'll kiss his son over it. His dream was to kiss his son on the lips. Conquered that dream. Trampled it, really. Actually kissed it kissed it all the way.
Fucking killed it for sure.
Oh, man. Just fucking assassinated those lips with his own.
Yeah. What a good dad.
That poor kid. His first kiss was his dad's fucking mouth.
Anyways.
Navajo. And then I got there. The mom didn't have very good service, so she didn't get my thumbs up text saying that I was ready. They're just like, I'm just watching on my 20% phone. Like, they're just running around on GPS. I have her location. They're just like running around doing random shit. I'm like, the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Also in Navajo, in the reservation, they do daylight savings, but Arizona doesn't. So while you're driving through it, the time changes, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I don't know what time it is there because it changed. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I texted, I was like, what time is it there?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, going to miss the deadline that I need to be there.
Yeah.
I got there an hour and a half early. But I was like,
good.
What just happened? And, but yeah, eventually they got there. I couldn't see them. They were walking down the trail. I saw where her location changed, where I missed where they had showed up. And then I was hiding in my car like this with my sweatshirt over top of my eyes and stuff so they wouldn't see me. And then I just ran down there and I was walking behind them, and then they'd stop, look around. I'm like, I'm being a fucking creep is what I'm being.
You were stalking your girlfriend.
Yeah, I was stalking her, and everyone recognized it except for her.
Was it pretty cool though to walk a mile in those shoes of a stalker?
Right. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But everyone else noticed, and then they didn't say anything. So it was like you should have stopped me.
Did they notice, or did you just think that they noticed?
No, they definitely. One of the guys in the video that I have of me proposing, the guy behind me, behind in the Nike shirt, he definitely noticed I was being weird.
Right.
He was like, I would just walk, and then they'd stop, and I'd stop and just look a random direction.
Yeah.
And I'd turn left so my arm wasn't showing. I just look around.
Yeah.
Like this. Just look at random shit.
It's kind of
There's
fun.
nothing to do.
That's kind of fun.
There's nothing to look at, by the way. It's not like, there's a rock wall to look at or anything. No, it's just wide fucking open. There's nothing to look at until you get to the end.
You're just
so no one stops.
So you're just looking at the clouds.
I'm just like, oh, that's nice.
How to manipulate anyone.
just don't fall up the sky, you know.
Sorry for hitting both of those buttons. I meant to just do this.
How to manipulate anyone.
Because you were manipulating her while stalking her. That's
but I was
cool.
looking up and I was like,
Beautiful big titty, but naked women just don't fall up the sky, you know.
Yeah.
and so yeah, then she got up to where she could see it, and she was going to take a GoPro video, and I just snuck up behind her. I said, hello, miss. And then that's all I pretty much got out of my body, because then she started to turn around, and I meant to say, you're looking real pretty on this rock. Want to marry me? To sound cool, but it sounded more like this. Looking real pretty on this rock. Want to marry me?
Yeah.
And then she's started crying. I was like, so yes? She's like, oh, yeah.
Dude, you probably fucking, she probably didn't even know what the fuck was going on. She probably was like, am I dreaming? Not am I dreaming this is a dream come true, which I'm sure You know, that
Well,
is also. But I'm
she-
saying, like, it's probably like you caught her so off guard. She's just like, oh,
Yeah, she went.
what? Nice.
I was like,
That's a good moan, dude.
you're like,
A surprise moan like that.
She started, honestly, like,
So
you can't hear it in the video because of the wind, but she sounded like the baby T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of men and women who get engaged, they want to make their significant other make that noise. And I think you nailed it, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was not there, but I felt it.
When I did it,
Yeah, I could feel it.
it was about 7:45 to 8:00 here,
Yeah, I felt it. I was rolling with Jay Crossland. I was doing jujitsu with him.
and you were like, "Oh wow, I think they kissed.
I could feel it.
Should we kiss?"
I did ask him that, but he said no. Yeah, he wasn't into it. Weird. Well, congratulations, bud.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're getting married now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means? Money, money, money. You get married, you get more money.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what happens. It's
Everybody knows when you get married, your business gets tax breaks.
a law of attraction. You get married, you get money. Bingo.
Beautiful big titty, but naked women just don't fall
Up the sky, you know.
How to manipulate anyone.
Nice, dude.
What, so you were rolling with Jay at the same time.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Did you guys tremble?
I trembled, yeah. Absolutely, dude. I had to hold back tears while I was rolling with him, which is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, honestly, I can see that.
But it was pretty cool because Jay came over to do jiu-jitsu with me because I had the tournament the next day. We did some jiu-jitsu, went to Buffalo Wild Wings, feasted like beasts, as we do. Went home, watched TCAP, To Catch a Predator.
Oh yeah.
Went to bed. We woke up the next day, had some coffee. Then we watched a little bit more To Catch a Predator. Then we hit the road. Road tripped all the way to Pittsburgh, which is not a far drive. It's about an hour and a half. And did jiu-jitsu all day long, buddy. I rolled with a man. My first round was with a guy named Jazz. And I almost had him, but Jazz is a pretty tough motherfucker, so he got me by 2 points. Then I rolled with a guy named Carlos, and Carlos was fucking awesome. So he armbarred me, and then I can't remember the last guy I rolled with. But I didn't place any this time, but I did so much better than I did last time. Last time I was just not aggressive at all. This time my only goal was to just be way more aggressive.
Right.
And I nailed that. I think I need to work a little bit on my I need to get in better shape in a sense of I didn't get winded. My muscles just like they lost their strength. I only had 3 rounds, but I just
You got wore out.
I just got wore out. Yeah,
You just got wore out.
wasn't moving as fast as I normally can, and I'm a little disappointed in that. But hey, you don't know until you know. So now I got something to work for,
Yeah.
and that's the game.
Yep.
So while you were getting engaged, I was getting squished by Jazz.
Damn.
Yep.
It's crazy because you said that the worst NBA team is the Jazz.
They are. I don't think that they're the worst. I just think that's the lamest team name you could ever pick ever. You could have been the Slugs, and that's cooler.
Did you say, "Nice to meet you, DJ Jazzy Jeff"?
No, I didn't. I did not say that to him. Because when I met him, I had to try to squish him.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I think that would have helped you in your game.
maybe next time.
Have you tried manipulation?
No.
Have you also tried maybe slipping a 20 to him in the middle of the match and seeing if he gives up?
Oh, buddy, I can't afford to be slipping 20s.
That would actually be pretty fun if you just like in the middle was like, "Hey man," like you're still rolling and you're being very active, but you're just like, "Hey man, I'll give you $20 if you let me submit you."
And then I do submit him, and he's like, "No, I let you do that. Give me my $20." I'm like, "Hell no.
Yeah.
You got tricked, bitch.
Yeah.
You got
Come on.
twigged."
Yeah. We've never met before, and plus we didn't even shake hands.
We only slap bumped.
Yeah. And we
Hey, speaking of a good slap and a bump, let's put the rap right here. Yo. Bitch, I woke up feeling smelly. Turn up on the telly. And you know I'm gonna have to look at my celly, my phone, and turn off the alarm soon. I'm so doomed because I woke up late. What am I gonna do? I gotta get rest, gotta get rushed, gotta get dressed. Yeah, I gotta smoke kush. I gotta get high before I go to work. If I don't get high, you know it won't work. The thing I gotta do a dance. I gotta do a groove. You know I'm rapping smooth. You know I'm rapping flightly. I'm coming at you and I'm feeling fighty, but I might also be feeling a little flighty. Might wanna run away, might get on some Nike shoes. That's what I got, and they are just the color of blue. Just kidding, they are white. White Nikes, white. White Nikes, white. White Nikes, white.
yeah, I'm kinda feeling flighty and I'm going out here nightly. Yeah, I'm wearing all my Nikes, never Adidas, no bitch. No, I don't give a motherfucker and I'm going through the sitch. Yeah, I'm coming at you and I'm coming at you with the shift. Ooh, I got a sharp object made of tin foil. And I'm gonna go at this girl, she is spoiled. She's got a big old baloney butt, but I don't give a motherfuck. I don't get no motherfucks. Yeah, it's kinda flabby like a pancake, no syrup. And I look at her, she's always sad. Yo, cheer up. Come on your buns like the cinnamon buns. And I'm gonna be drinking on this rum just for fun. And I say, will you suck the end of my gun? She says no. I say, I will blow your brains out for fun. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
After I fuck your biscuits, ooh,
Yeah.
shoot you in the mouth with a biscuit.
Praise the Lord and break the law. I pull out my sword in blood galore. You know I'm coming at you for force. I don't give a motherfuck. Get me for a course meal so I can eat today. You know I'm hungry. I'm coming at you turning green. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, and I'm gonna be feeling a little ornery. And guess what? At the same time, feeling horny. I get an erection, and then I have to go sit in the back section, and then I have to look at your girl, listen, and get a boner. Then I look over at me and am glisten. I got my boner in my hand. I'm doing the damn dance, and I'm gonna put myself up in a trance. I'm so aroused, I can't even come down. I'm so high from the shit, I got the cum sound.
Got the cum sound. Jake's got a sword, I got my 4 for 4 after I did my chores, cause I'm eating the Wendy's. And I'm looking at this girl, she's kinda bendy, a little gymnast, and I'm about to send the dick inside the butt. Yeah, I get her guts. Yeah, I like the way she bends backwards. What? Oh yeah, I like to see your spine when I'm fucking down, cause he's a really fine dime. Oh, why?
Wow, that was a good bump slap.
She grabbed my hairy business.
Did you enjoy the rap?
A slap bump kind of sounds like if you were to slap, like when girls slap each other's lady nads.
Do they do that?
Slap. No, yeah.
Interesting.
I remember when it happened in high school. They would do that. They
Really?
wanted to fit in with the guys. They
Yeah.
were like, oh man, we slap cooches too.
Like they don't do bag tag, they do.
Bump baps.
They do
Mound and pound.
yeah, a mound pound. Remember, you could get suspended for bag tagging. Imagine them saying that over the intercom. If any girls are caught mound pounding, you will be suspended. That's so bad. That would be bad.
Yeah. It's like, hey, unlucky for you, I'm always going to win because I have an incredibly fat labia.
Man, what a way to flex on somebody.
Yeah. Hey. It's like this fucking giant girl with 6 chins. She's like, I've got a fat labia. It's like, oh, I hate Bertha.
She's got a fat labia.
She's got a fat labia, and you can never hurt her when you hit it.
Yeah, it just absorbs all the impact of my slap.
Yeah.
And all the other girls are like, fuck, you're right.
Then
How do we take down Bertha?
Thump.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
But you know what's different than that? What we're talking about?
What?
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, it is different.
It is different
Let's
than
talk
that.
about Chainsaw Man.
Boobs.
He's into boobs. Chainsaw Man's a show on Hulu about a man who turns into chainsaws. And it's actually badass.
And not only does he turn into chainsaws, not the inanimate object, he turns into a chainsaw devil, which I think they meant to translate it to demon, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to call them devils. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Things don't translate equally. That's why I think a lot of it's really corny.
Yeah, that might be why.
I'd say that's definitely it.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's also just corny shit. But I
Yeah.
think a lot of it is like the way they translate something is normally like, oh, they just chose the wrong word there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like it how, he turned into chainsaws.
That is probably the best part.
Yeah. And I also like how he's only wanting to touch boobs. That's his primary goal. He doesn't care about anything else. Okay, this being Chainsaw Man is ultimate life goal. You're basically the most badass fighter / chainsaw on the planet.
Right. Well, you're definitely the most badass chainsaw fighter.
And nobody can beat you. And you're only thinking about touching a boob. And you're just comfortable in life because you get to eat jam on bread.
Everything else you've experienced was way worse than that. So like everything's awesome.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man would be pretty cool to beat him.
But we've talked about this. Like I think you were talking about Chainsaw Man. Like, what would you do? Like, what weapons would you have?
Yeah.
On the one episode, we talked about that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We talked about, you were saying you watched Chainsaw Man. So that's what I did. And I think it's weird that there's like a sword. There's like a samurai sword man.
Yeah.
But he has a head that's a sword and everything else. And he looks awesome. But like no one said, like, the whole point of Chainsaw Man is that he's like this super rare thing that no one knows how it happened. And then there's just this random samurai sword guy.
A samurai man.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? He looks exactly the same. It's like, so there's way more of these people and no one's saying anything about it.
So what's the next guy going to be? Nunchuck Man? Hacksaw Man?
Maybe he's just like Fuzzy Puppy Man. He's got little fuzzy puppies on his head and his arms.
That would be great.
That would be nice. I would prefer it.
Yeah.
Except that like his hands are kind of like split and then there's like fuzzy puppies. Yeah, it's kind of just a weird thing. It would be hard for him to pet his own puppies.
Yeah, you couldn't. He'd just be rubbing two puppies together. Mm-hmm. And I think you can go to jail for that, at least in Utah. You can't be rubbing puppies together.
I'll tell you this. Whenever I got a couple dollar bills, I'll rub them two puppies together.
Oh.
Because you know who comes running? Meth head bitches that want some cash.
Ladies.
How to manipulate anyone.
Welcome to Utah.
Man, there's so many events that happened over the past week. You got engaged. I did a jiu-jitsu tournament. We both watched Chainsaw Man and finished it. Our friend Dakota turned 21, and he drank a shot of Jack Daniels and ate it like a beast.
Yeah, he shouldn't have put the whole glass in his mouth and ate it like the Grinch, but he kind of did.
Dude, we smoked a little pot.
You did.
I thought you did a little puff of it yourself.
I faked.
Really?
I faked it.
I mean, when I smoke a little pot.
I just blew out.
Really?
Yeah.
When I smoked a little pot, I just went like this. That's it. I barely even inhaled because I'm just like, I don't want to get fucked up. And I didn't. I had a blast.
That's good.
Smoking Pat is way funner than smoking vapes.
Yeah, I mean, I do prefer pineapple mango blast flavored weed, but I get it.
I will say it made the shitty Sheets food that we ate taste really fucking good.
What'd you get?
What do you think I got?
Mozzarella sticks. That's
Yep.
it.
No, I got a hamburger with mozzarella sticks on it.
Oh man!
And then I got mozzarella.
Did you get cheese and mozzarella sticks, or was the mozzarella sticks the cheese?
I got cheese too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of cheese? Mozzarella?
Pepper jack.
So you had pepper jack and mozzarella at the same time?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was good.
Was it the kind of mozzarella sticks that, like, if you bite into them, like at Arby's, like the oil, the freaking fresh oil comes out and burns your entire esophagus?
No. Sheets cheese sticks are
Why do they do that?
Are they the best?
Why
They're
was
the
it
best.
like that? You'd bite into a mozzarella stick at Arby's and there's oil in it.
I mean, why did you get cheese sticks at Arby's? You get roast
Okay,
beef
what I used
there.
to do because I didn't want anything else on the menu when I was a child is I'd get a large mozzarella. I'd get two large mozzarella sticks and a large fry and a drink.
Oh my gosh, your mom let you order that? Did she not care about your health?
What did you want her to let me do? You wanted her to tell me, no, you can't have that?
You're right. I would never want your mom to say that to you.
My mom has never told me no.
I know.
And that's how I became immortal.
I mean, look at the business unit. I mean, look at your body. You got engaged last weekend. You are immortal.
I can't wait to get fat.
Oh, dude, that's going to
Because
be
once
so
you
fun.
commit, once you truly commit,
You don't have to do any work anymore.
you get two things. You get a fat ass and a fat bank account.
Yep.
Taxes.
Money
Tax return.
and honey.
Uh-huh.
There's a third thing you acquire in marriage.
Cinnabons and taxabons.
There's a third thing you acquire in marriage.
Cinnabons and tax and bonds. What?
Tax and bonds.
Yeah.
That was really good. What's the third thing you acquire in marriage?
Adopting children of different races.
Fostering.
Yeah. No, not fostering. No, we buy them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you're not renting them.
No, we don't. We don't rent children. We want to enjoy them.
Yeah. You just don't. But I think fostering, you get the tax breaks. Is that how it works?
I always thought
Isn't
it was
that
from
how
the
it works?
I always thought it was from just the bottom of their heart. They just enjoyed children.
No, bud. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, so that's why there's like bad foster parents that are just being bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think it would be crazy to be a foster parent. I mean, I appreciate that. I think the people who do a good job are probably pretty cool, but that would be tough. You're just like, I don't know, you're going to say, okay, I'll take a kid for a little while, but I don't want him forever.
I just want to check.
Yeah.
There's some people that adopt them and then they get the foster kid and then they eventually just adopt all of them.
Yeah.
You just can't. It's like when they try to like adopt a puppy. Or like sometimes there's people that foster certain types of dogs that like go to shelters.
Yeah.
So there's like pug foster people. They're like, oh, well, I'll foster the pug until someone else comes along and goes through the process, and then they get the pug, and then they go, actually, I think I just want the pug. And then they have like 15 pugs.
Yeah. Pugs are cool. They're all short and wobbly.
Yeah, they are.
And they're like,
squirmy and gargly. That's how they scream like that.
yeah. Makes you think that maybe, what if pugs are just like possessed marmosets, but they're possessed by a little demon, and that's why they make that noise. They're possessed by like a human soul that just wants to go to heaven, and it's just screaming in agony because it's stuck in a marmoset's body.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me, like their eyes kind of remind me of Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, a lemur.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, maybe they're just kind of like really chunky lemurs. When they gain weight, their tail shrinks.
What was Zaboomafoo's his like uncles or his brothers' names? Like the two adults that were humans. Do you remember? Because I don't.
No, they weren't important.
No. Zaboomafoo was cool though.
Yeah. What was that show even called? What? Was it just called Zaboomafoo?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think.
Probably.
Yeah. Like, what kind of fucking name is Zaboomafoo?
They're like, we're going to ride the coattails of the crocodile hunter.
Zaboomafoo.
How to manipulate anyone.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a show that was a nature show, what do you think? Do you think we do like, because like there's a lot of Netflix things like 50 cutest animals and 50 most dangerous animals. I think we could do something like let's brainstorm a little bit. Like what I say isn't the end all, but what if we did like 50 sexiest animals?
Mm-hmm. Cheetah's number one, buddy.
Really?
That's a good looking animal.
You do like them slender.
Yeah. And fast as fuck with spots. I think we could do 50 most tasty
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
fleshes.
Basically. Not the whole thing, just the skin. Dude, there's a guy, you know what a snoot is on a turkey?
No.
It's like the part like right here that like hangs down past their beak.
Okay.
It's like the giant piece of fleshy skin that
Yeah.
looks like a scrotum.
Yeah.
This guy said that he said every turkey he kills this year, he's gonna cut the snoot off, and he's gonna eat the snoots. He's gonna fry them and try to eat them.
Can you do that?
I guess, but they're hairy.
It's probably just fat, right? There's no like meat in there.
I get it's like pork rinds on a turkey.
You just really have to fry them up, I guess.
Oh my gosh. He said he was gonna use a lighter and get the hairs off and then cut it off. It's just gross.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to eat a snoot off of any animal.
He said if the first one he tried was really bad, he's not going to try another one. He's not going to just have a feast of disgusting stuff, but he's going to at least try it.
Yeah. I don't blame him. What's the worst tasting meat that you've ever tried?
I don't know. I don't think there is one. I think they're all really good. I mean, honestly, if I'm thinking about it, ham. That's the worst tasting one I've had.
Well, I mean, any part of an animal, not just the meat. Like, have you ever had liver?
I don't think so.
I had it once, and it was probably like 7 or 8, and I just remember being like, it ain't it.
Right. It's like, yeah, old people were wrong.
Yeah, this ain't good.
Yeah.
I'd rather have beef jerky.
Right.
Or chicken wing.
Yeah. I don't know why people people just get bored with food, I guess, and they just fuck it up.
Let's just try the internal organs of this thing.
Right.
Let's just drink the blood of this motherfucker.
Well, in the Philippines, I'm going to try it because Javel said that he knows the exact day that. So when you incubate an egg, it's like 28 days or whatever days until it hatches.
What kind of egg?
Duck.
Okay.
Or chicken. Okay. It's like so many days, and then about 10 days before that, it's still like a little fetus in there, but it's not all the way done. And then they hard boil it.
Interesting.
And so when you bite into the hard boiled egg, there's a little chicken fetus in there.
Is it good?
Apparently, it's like starting to have feathers.
Probably
like
not
just about to have feathers.
So not good then.
But they say it's a little nice crunch. That's true. Then they eat it a lot.
Yeah, because it's little cartilage bones and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would you eat that?
No, I don't think I would.
Why?
I mean, I would try it.
That's eating it. I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but when you try something, you should probably swallow it.
Okay, here's my.
Is that what you did when you were a kid? Like, here, try your green beans.
Well, I feel like I'm saying no.
Oh.
I have no desire to try it.
I
have no desire to eat it. But I'm also open-minded, and I'm not a pussy. So if all my friends are there and they're like, "Hey, this little hard-boiled egg has a little chick in it," and all of my friends are doing, I'm gonna go, "Okay, cool. I'll try it. I'll try anything once." I knew it was gonna be bad. This is gross.
What if it's really good though?
It's not gonna be. But if it's
Why?
really good, then I'll go, man. Then forever, I'll go, yeah, one time I went to the Philippines and I tried this little thing. It was so good, but I'll never do it again. I'll never just like make that at my house.
Yeah.
The food I make now is already good enough. I don't need to fucking add a little baby chicklin.
Yeah. At his house, everything comes with a side of flaming hot Cheetos and Tic Tacs.
So good. Cool Ranch Dorito. The seasoning.
It's new. Dude, like, okay, so you're telling me if all of your friends would now tell me this, because we've talked about this before, but we gotta revisit this. You trying human meat or what?
Yeah. If all my friends are.
See, you said yes quicker
Yeah.
to human meat than you did to a hard-boiled egg with a little bit of chicken fetus.
Okay. Would you try human meat?
Of course, but I'm
Okay.
not scared of any of those things.
Okay. Would you try a hard-boiled human fetus?
You can't do that.
No, I'm saying
It'd
yeah.
just be regular boiled human fetus.
Yeah, would you
can't
try that?
hard boil it.
See? It's different.
No, it's not different.
I would totally have a bite of a human meatball versus a fucking egg that has a fucking feathered little baby chicklet in it.
You're eating a fetus first,
No, I'm saying I'd rather eat the
Mr. Jake, the fetus eating
I'd
factory.
eat the meat. I'd eat the meat over an egg with an embryo.
All your abortions, put them on the conveyor belt, and Jake's mouth is at the end. Nom nom nom.
If it's meat, if it's just the meat, I'm not eating the bones and cartilage of a fetus.
He's not eating the baby snot that's around it.
No, I want the baby. If I would have to eat a human fetus, it would just be the meat.
You know that's kind of gay, right? It's
How
just
so?
mature cum.
Oh, it is kind of gay. It's like really old cum. Technically old cum.
Yeah. And then like if you eat like a child or something, it's like matured cum.
I didn't realize how gay it is to eat human bodies.
So like you're
You're literally eating
dude,
cum.
sometimes when I chew my fingernails and I don't have anywhere to put them, I'll swallow them. I'm
Dude, you can't do that.
It's like I'm eating my dad's cum.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
Gay. Dude,
Gay and incest.
Dude, you can't eat your fingernails. They're gonna literally collect in your spleen.
Why?
I don't know. A student teacher told us that once.
Mr. Burnside.
No, the lady. No, it was this lady. She was our Spanish student teacher, and she would always say, if you leaned on your desk and you had your finger over it, if you leaned over too much, she went to school. She was at another school once where a kid he was leaning his desk, and he tipped over, and the end of the desk severed his finger off when he hit the ground. Severed it.
What does that have to do with eating fingernails?
She also said that if you eat fingernails, that they'll collect in your spleen. So is this?
So she just had a finger thing. Was she the kid?
No, she had all fingers.
Was she the kid that ate? Did she go up and gobble up that finger? It's like, oh, I've never had a whole one.
I mean,
I'm always eating my friend's fingernails, but I've never had a whole finger.
I don't know, man. I was in like 6th grade. I wasn't smart enough to think like that.
The piggy
that
nibbler.
cleverly, you know.
Piggy nibbler.
I'm just thinking, severed his finger. What the fuck?
What the fuck does severed mean?
Exactly.
I'm in 6th grade. Never heard that word in my life.
This girl's talking about severed shit. I'm over here trying to learn.
Ooh, severed. That's
I'm trying to figure out what Buenos noches mean.
Mercedes. Yeah, like, oh, man.
Wait.
She severed her fingers. Like, oh, does that mean?
Let me guess. There's a student teacher right behind me, isn't there?
Beautiful big titty, but naked women just don't fall like the sky, you know.
Mr. Kreiser.
Dude, one time.
You're sneaking up behind the students again, aren't you?
One time, but after Spanish class, I went to gym class, and I tied my sneakers together, and Tyler Groves was running away from me, and I threw my sneakers at him. They were all tied together, so they flew through the air like a bola. and I broke
Like
a
Ebola?
window.
Oh, you broke a window.
You remember how you went down in the locker room in the big gym? There was that office there. And it cracked the glass. I was like, and for like 3 days, I just felt so guilty about it.
Yeah.
But I never admitted to it. They just fixed it.
They're like, because it was after Spanish class, they're like, Jake, did you do this? You went, no,
No, Mom.
no, señorita.
Yeah. I got away with it.
Yeah.
And I got away with it too because I was so good at Spanish, señorita.
No English.
Got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was dope.
What is that? That's something you got away with, huh?
Yeah. I felt bad about it, but yeah.
So you like, do you like lying?
I like making up bullshit. But no, I don't like lying.
Why?
Because I'm not afraid of the truth.
Oh, is that what I am? I love lying. Does that mean it's because I'm running from the truth all the time?
Mm-hmm.
What is the truth then? Let's try to figure it out.
Okay. What do you like to lie about the most?
How I feel about others.
Well,
How I feel about my friends. I always tell my friends I love them, but actually I want to eat them.
yeah. Interesting. It sounds like you're afraid of the
If
fact
something fell off you, I'd eat it.
well, here's some dry skin for you. Eat it. Eat
Can
the
you
dust.
can you salt and pepper your dry skin onto your foot?
I can if you're trying to eat my foot.
Dude. Do you think there's someone that likes bonyos?
Yeah.
Like bunions?
Yes.
You think someone is like, oh fuck, I love them bunions.
There's 9 billion people in the world. Yeah, there's somebody who loves bunions.
I think just people are just bored.
Can you blame them?
No.
We have access to everything.
Yeah.
So you
This
see
is the
so
worst.
much.
It's the worst, isn't it?
It is a little bad. It can consume you sometimes.
I watched a thing the other day that was talking about how I can't remember what it's called, but it's a type of warfare which is just like you
Psychological.
Basically, it's basically psychological warfare, but the main thing is it's not like psychological warfare like girls being mean to each other. It's more like you convince a whole like country that you convince them of certain like their morale is incorrect and that it's like so you change their morals over a period of like 50 years so that they're easier to conquer later. So like imagine, so would you think that the United States morals are changing all the time?
Man, that's a really really deep question.
Don't you think? I mean, that's not that hard. Okay, 50 years ago, did people like gay people?
It didn't.
Okay, that's just an example. I'm just using an example.
This guy's racist. This guy's racist.
Do you think most people care now?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's just an example.
Right.
Okay, of people's morals changing. So obviously they always are. There's always something changing. But the more you make it go from one thing to another, if you just basically they're just like making everybody soft. So apparently there's a thing known that Russia and China were trying to change our morale or change our morals to basically make us soft and easy to kill.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think a Russian or a Chinese guy could kill me.
Okay. Think of the average Chinese guy, an average Russian guy, and think of the average American guy.
American has my vote. But
Let's give it 20 more years and we'll see what you say.
I mean, I think Here's what I think. I don't think I don't think they're going to be.
It's just a type of thing that is known to be used.
Yeah, but everybody has access to all that technology, especially in China.
What technology?
Like phones and stuff that make you soft, like TikTok and.
That's not what they're talking about. It's just changing your morals. It's exposing you to things. It's putting people in place to change things, and like it's like basically saying, hey, Russia puts in a reporter, and their job is to push this agenda. So let's say they owned all of the news. Wouldn't they be able to change the narrative?
They could.
That's the idea, is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting thought. Conspiracy for you to look into. Our listener. But here's the only conspiracy I'm fucking with. Okay, you ready for this shit?
Sigfoot.
You had to bring it up. Sigfoot.
He has cigarettes for feet.
I'm telling you, he's walking around somewhere.
He's right outside.
He's walking around Beechhurst.
No, what were you going to say?
That was it.
Oh,
Sigfoot.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know he had a proper name, but yeah, Sigfoot. Wow, what a good one. Let me guess. Sigfoot's right behind me, isn't he?
I used to be called Toothpick Toes, but I got out of it.
Would you please leave my testicles
You know what they used to
alone?
call me? Cool Jake. Now you know what they call me?
Fool Jake.
Dope Jake.
Oh, really? Upgraded.
Yeah. People don't know if I'm addicted to crack and drugs or if I'm just cool. So I like it a little better. Puts me under the radar.
Yeah, it's like, what are you into? It's like,
Dope shit.
Cool Jake shows up to school on time, wears a leather jacket, but gets good grades.
Dope Jake. He shows up at school on time, but also
Not
he disappears every once in a while, and you're like, is he doing dope?
And his underwear is showing because he doesn't wear a belt.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Are those leopard print panties?
Do you have any announcements for the podcast
Dope
there,
Jake.
Dope Poppy?
Dope Jake. He's a bad cat.
Dope Jake, more like need some soap Jake.
More like scrub your butt, Jake.
Do you have any announcements for the podcast? Do you engage, son of a bitch?
Nope.
Me either. I don't either this week. I'm going to New York this weekend to do some tatting.
And who the heck is that with?
Eden Body Arts.
Eating?
Eating body parts.
Hi, I'm going to New York and I'm working with Eating Body Parts.
I'm Jake Gordon, and I'm going to be tattooing with Eating Body Parts.
I won't eat of almost fertilized chicken egg, but I will be eating body parts in New York City.
I'm going to do an announcement about that right now. That way I could just post that later. Hi, I'm Jake Gordon. This weekend I'm going to be at the New York Empire State Tattoo Expo, and I'm going to be tattooing with Eating Body Parts. I'll see everybody there. Alrighty, everybody. See everybody next week. Give us a follow on Instagram, Today's Pray. Give us a follow on TikTok, Today's Pray Podcast. And we will catch y'all butters later.